Hello, hello, hello. I am in the midst of meal prepping, and let's see here. Meal prepping, we're getting ready to get started. I put my menu in the comments, so that's already there. Here's my trusty cleaner that I use every week. So first, I'm going to chop some onions. I have done very little prep to get this started, so this potentially could be a long one today. So stop in when you can. So I am meal prepping earlier now because I have all this extra time going on in my life. So I am a little bit earlier than I usually am. Then so that stuff going on, and I need to pull the trash can closer to me. I'll put the trash can over here. So because I have some extra time, I am going to meal prep earlier, and then I'm going to chill out for the rest of the day. So I'm making meatballs. I made meatballs last week, but apparently they were a hit. So I'm making meatballs again by request, because otherwise I would not be making the same thing 2 weeks in a row. So right now I'm just chopping onions. And I'm chopping these a little finer than I usually chop them because they are going in the meatballs. And so what I do is I cut along the side, and then I do the slice, and then it comes out as little dice, little dicing going on. So that's a way that you can cut onion into dices, is just to cut them. You can cut them before or after, but to get them in little dices. So I'm gonna do one onion for the meatballs. Actually, that's all I'm gonna do for the meatballs is a half an onion for those, and I'll save the rest of the onion for later. So got this going on, meatball time, and I also, you can't see it, but I have a table behind me now where I have everything that used to be right here in my way. I put it on the table behind me, so I have more room over here to cook. So I am going to do meatballs, and so I'm trying to check my ounces. So I need 281 ounces for my meatballs. So, because that's going to be 2 portions basically. So I'm going to get that done. So let me turn my scale on. If you do not use a scale, I highly recommend you use a scale. It helps your life so much. Whew, that's way more than what I need. So I think I said I need 283 ounces. So let me put some more of this stuff back. Oh, wait a minute, that's 275. 290, that works. So, ground goes in there. And then I need to get my Italian seasoning, my ricotta cheese. I'm trying to remember what all goes in it. Ricotta cheese, Italian seasoning, onion. That's what goes in the meatballs. So let me get my Italian cheese. And there's going to be garlic as well. Try not to touch this with a dirty hand. So I'm going to clean it anyway, but still. So put a good amount of Italian seasoning in is what you want to do. And then garlic. Wipe my hands here. Then put some garlic in it and the ricotta cheese. The ricotta cheese gives it like this really creamy flavor. Really, really good. I like using ricotta cheese in dishes like this because of that. So I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of garlic, and then also going to put a little pesto in it this week. Now adding a little pesto, it has all that basil and flavor in it. It will be really, really good. Pesto goes in a lot of stuff. I am learning. I'm learning what all you can do with pesto. And it is really, really good. I think my next thing I want to try with pesto is some steak. Saute some steak and then toss in some pesto sauce. I really feel like that's gonna be good. I don't know for sure, you know, but I'm making stuff up as I go. So put the that's the ricotta cheese. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator because I believe I'm done with that. And then I'm going to put in some of the basil pesto. So I'm going to do 1 spoonful of the basil pesto. And I can put that up. I also have a pot boiling on the back because I'm doing stuffed peppers today. And one of the ways to get peppers, when you're doing stuffed peppers, I don't like a crunchy stuffed pepper, so I boil mine for just a little bit, and so that way it won't be crunchy. So, got to get me a glove, because I'm going to mix all of this up that I have here and try to make sure I got everything. Cheese, seasoning, onions, yep, got everything I need. So I'm going to just mix this up, and I'm going to show you what it looks like, because I just put it in here. So that's everything that's in this bowl. So then I'm just going to mix this up. Now some people, some ways you can add some more flavor to this is you can have to saute your onion and garlic first and then put it in here. That's one way you can do it. And then you can also add whatever flavors you want really, because this is just more of an Italian basil one. And so you can kind of make it your own, make it do what you want it to do. And it smells so good already because of that pesto. That pesto has this smelling delicious already. Okay. So I got that mixed up how I want it. I just didn't want to get all the meat and stuff under my nails. So I don't do that. I don't like that. Ugh. Trying to get all that from under my nails is crazy. So I'm going to put some foil in this pan. And I use foil for a very simple reason. And it's because I don't like to clean up. I don't like to wash this stuff after I'm done. So it's easier to put some foil in there. And I'm looking for my little scooper. Here. Oh, that's not it. All right, Clarence is coming in here laughing at me, y'all. I don't know why he laughed at me. Clarence, why you laughing at me?
I still want to revisit the discussion we had the other day.
What's that discussion? No. Okay, no. Clarence said, okay, here's the discussion. No, here's the discussion. Clarence said that every time he wants to go to a part of the house, I'm already there. Or I follow him.
Or you put something in the way.
Or I put something in the way. I said that this is not the truth. But he's always finding little things. No.
Can't make a paper plate.
I can't hand you a plate because my hands are dirty.
Okay.
Don't say a thing. Don't say a thing. I do not want to hear your mouth.
You just happen to change your arrangement today?
Just a little bit of changing today.
Which put it in the way, but okay.
Whatever.
The old arrangement wasn't in the way.
I'm not. You know what? I'm getting harassed.
Oh, man.
I am getting harassed. So I'm using a little cookie scooper to scoop these out so they'll be the same size. You don't have to roll these if you don't want to. You can just scoop them right into the pan, into the foil thing. But I go either way. Today, I'm rolling. Today is a rolling day. And I always do the stuff that's going to take the longest. I always do it first. So that's why I'm doing this. After I do this, like the rice is cooking right now, because the rice takes forever to cook. So the rice is cooking. My hot water is heating up for the peppers to go in. So got a lot of stuff going on. But these meatballs must get rolled. Now you can save a whole bunch of time in your life if you buy these pre-made. They'll be already done. What you say?
So they must get rolled.
Clarence?
Must.
Clarence is like my own personal heckler in life. That's his goal in life. Is just to heckle me. That's it.
Roll the meatball.
Leroy said you need to behave.
Who's Leroy?
Leroy.
Don't know Leroy.
You know Leroy.
Who's
Leroy, he acting new on you.
Oh, Amazon Leroy.
He acting new on you, Leroy. You need to come get your boy. Come get him. Because he's harassing me. And I have done nothing to him at all today as of this moment. I can't promise you the rest of the day. But as of this moment, I have done nothing. So, Clarence, I need your help.
What?
Will you stir that rice for me? And then turn it all the way down to simmer?
We got real rice today.
I know, I'm doing
Not minute rice, but they're getting a good, great meal. Home cooked. Oh, this wild rice?
It's brown rice.
Makes me want some rice.
Clarence, stop. See, you got, look at you making a mess. You're making a mess. All I asked you was to stir. Now you done got stuff in my other can. Clarence, I cannot with you today. I cannot with you today. He done made a mess. My stove's dirty. Just everything.
I stirred the rice. Now I'm going to play Call of Duty.
You stirred the rice all right.
Got what I was told. Oh,
I didn't tell you to make a mess.
My ribs aren't warm. I cleaned it up. My ribs aren't warm.
You don't even need ribs.
I don't.
No.
Why not?
Because you had ribs yesterday.
Actually, I didn't.
And you didn't make me any ribs.
I bought you short tips.
Well, that's true. That is true. All right, I'm still rolling. Rolling. And then I need to get my peppers into this little hot bath. The other good thing about putting in the hot bath is that it sanitizes them.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing. So you want to make sure when you buy fresh vegetables, you just don't take the vegetable and just eat it like people be stealing grapes in the store. This ain't the time to be eating grapes in the store.
Sanitize them and blanch them.
Look, Leroy said, after all that, you needed my help. See what I'm talking about? See?
I needed your help?
Yes.
For what?
You remember. We're not going to revisit.
I didn't need you. I helped you.
Get away.
Just I helped you.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I got too many meatballs is what the issue is right here.
Good. I'm going to eat some lunch for next week while I'm at home.
Listen, oh, Jesus. Listen. We're going to come up with some kind of rules. We're going to need some rules. If both of us working from home, we're going to need some rules. And it's going to entail to leave me alone.
All right. Keep on. I'm going to pull a rank on the office space in the bedroom.
You can't pull a rank. I was in the office first.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. Don't you say a thing. Don't say a thing.
You know what I'm going to say?
Oh, I know. I know what you're going to say.
You do?
Don't say a thing. I moved that stuff from my office down
I
to
was going
yours.
to say.
So,
Say you was at first.
no.
But we got to prioritize.
See, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Prioritize.
Get out. Get out. We don't prioritize all right. We prioritize, but I had the space first. You go to we got 3 offices. We have 3 offices. You have 2 other ones to choose from. See, y'all, this is how I get treated. This is real life. This is real life of how I get treated. He's trying to come in here and take my office space. And I know he's trying to say because he actually getting a paycheck. he gets to get the office. It's my office. I was there first. So, all right. So I'm covering up these meatballs. I'll put these in the oven. Alexa, set timer for 30 minutes. Okay. So the meatballs are in the oven, and then I'm gonna move on to get these peppers ready for the Get the peppers ready for their bath. Let me get some cleaning going on over here. And so it will soften the peppers so when you eat them, it won't be, now some people like the crunchy. I don't like them to be crunchy. That ain't my life. I don't like them to be crunchy. So I am going to just cut it in half. and I'll get the middle stuff out. Now with this, I am still going to rinse them, before I put them in there. So just because you're doing this portion doesn't mean that you don't rinse. You still want to rinse them when you're doing this. So I'm just going to cut these in half, and then they get rinsed a little bit, and then they go in the water. So we're going to do an orange, yes. And I love using all the different colors. Now I do not like using green for the stuffed bell peppers. I like the little sweetness that's added with the other colors. So I'm going to rinse these under some hot water, and then they go in there for their bath. All right, so that's in there for their bath. These other peppers I'm going to use for the tacos. So I'm going to use these peppers for tacos, but I'm going to go ahead and slice them while I'm doing the other ones. Get that done. So you have to find a process that works for you. Now, when you go to the grocery store, everybody's been complaining about how the food is gone at the grocery store. But that fresh food aisle is heavily stocked. So all y'all who worried about catching some virus, I need y'all to go get some fresh food at the fresh food area, and that's going to help you. Now, all the pizza and stuff are gone, but the ice cream's still there. So we got to get our lives together. We got to get our lives together and make sure that we're eating the right foods to stay healthy. All right, so rinse those, and I'm just going to do a quick chop on these. And because they're fajitas, I'm cutting them in strips because they're going to be used for fajitas. And so it's just really easy. Now you can buy the frozen peppers. To me, they don't work if you're just adding them to fajitas. They work if you're going to mix it all up together. But I don't like them just as the frozen ones. I don't like them if I'm not like adding them to the meat. This one's going to be kind of on the side of the meat, but either one works. It's all the same flavor. I'm just weird in how I like my food to look. So that's all that is. So I am slicing these, and then I'm just going to put them aside. And then my rice is done. Turn the rice off. For a lot of people in most recipes actually tell you to put rice in your stuffed peppers. I don't put rice in mine. Sometimes I'll do some cauliflower rice, but I don't need the carbs, basically. I don't need the carbs, so I don't do that. But if you're not watching carbs and watching sugar, then you can definitely add rice in to your fajita mixture you got going on. Look, one of them don't even want to be in there. It's trying to float. We ain't got time for that. Get in there. So I'm going to finish getting these, and then next I'm going to work on my chicken, because I have a lot of chicken that I'm going to be making today, and so I got to slice a lot of chicken. But if anybody has any questions, let me know, or feedback or anything, let me know, because I'm just going to be here doing this. So as long as I can see your questions, I will answer them, or I can just keep talking to myself as I usually do. Good thing today, though, is I have been drinking my water, so I'm not that far behind on my water intake, which is good. So, look, I'm doing good on my water today. Much better than usual. Oh, and I had 16 ounces of water earlier from a bottle. So, I need onion to go with my pepper mixture. So I'm going to slice some onion to go with that. gonna take my rice off. Put that over there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to put one of my little seeds got in there. I'm going to put the onion on the pepper thing. And so then after I do this, I'm going to start slicing up. I think this onion's no good. I threw the onion on the floor. I thought that was a garbage can. I need to get some onion sometime this week. But this is my last onion, which is not a good thing for me. Let me see, what am I making? I gotta see what my meals call for. See if anything calls for more onion. Fish, cheesy, yeah. Okay, so I am going to do just a little bit more onion for that. And then the rest of the onion can go to the other dishes. Because I'm running out of onion. But I'll tell you what, when I go to the store, I bet your onion gonna be there. The fresh foods are still in the stores. The processed stuff is gone. So that's a tip for us to eat healthier. If you eat healthier, your food will probably still be there. Especially all of you who are on these plant-based diets. You're doing real good right now. None of your food will run out. You are doing excellent. Because all that plant-based stuff is still there. Because the people say they want a good immune system, they ain't eating like it. We got to do better, people. We got to do better. All right, let me get my trash. And then I will move on to breaking my chicken down. All right, let me rinse this. Get the rest of the onion off of it. And chicken. I already have my chicken ready to be sliced here. I told you we've been buying bulk and stuff. So for my chicken, let me see. I'm going to do the chicken. I'm doing chicken tacos. So I need 4 chicken tacos. So 4 chicken tacos at 5 ounces. That's 20 ounces. I'm using a calculator to make sure I got the right amounts. So that means I need 567 grams of chicken. 567 grams. So let's see what we got here. First of all, give me a moment to get these hands together. 567 grams, which is 20 ounces. So let me clean off my scale. Got to make sure the scale stays sanitized. Okay. So let me do 0. It don't want to cooperate with me today. 567 grams. Trying to make sure. Let's see. Now it's over here acting a fool. Hold please. Okay. So that's 530 something. That's okay, this will work. So this will work for this. So now because I'm doing fajitas, I'm going to cut these in like strips as well. A lot of times I do bites, but for fajitas, I do them as strips, like I did the peppers, because they fit into a tortilla better when they are flat. So I'm going to butterfly this chicken breast. Butterfly the chicken breast. And then I'm going to do it in strips. But I don't like that knife. I like that knife for vegetables. I don't like it for other stuff. Oh, it's time for my peppers to come out. So my peppers, I'm going to just turn that off. Let me get a knife that I like. Here we go. So I'm going to slice the chicken. And for it to be fajitas, I'm going to use a little cumin, some chili powder, some garlic, and a little paprika to get the flavor of fajitas. That's what we're going to use to get that fajita flavor. So I'm just going to cut these in strips. And this is enough for at least four fajitas, maybe 5. And so with these, I will pair them with some black beans, some corn, have some cheese, you know, different things like that. So got that done. And then I need to get my seasoning. Okay, so here's my chili powder seasoning. Ooh, might as well use the rest of that. It's almost gone. Okay, that's gone. My cumin seasoning. And then I am going to use, where is it? A little bit of red pepper flakes, just a little. We don't want the mouth to be burned. Just a little of that. And then I need my paprika that seems to be missing. Let's see. Let me put some salt on here and some pepper. Anytime you want to make like tacos or fajitas or something and you don't have the taco or fajita package, just look it up online and see what the ingredients are. Because when you look it up online, you see the ingredients, you probably got that stuff in your house and you don't have to go somewhere else and get it. So that's something you can do to save a trip to the store. This is the paprika I couldn't find before. That's something you can do to save a trip to the store. Is just look to see what you already have and then use that, because the seasonings are very simple for all this stuff. And then this is some garlic. All right. So I am going to find me another glove, which I'm almost out of gloves. I need to go buy some more once all this stuff is over and we can get out the house freely for some pleasure shopping instead of necessity shopping. I can do that. So I'm just going to mix this up, and I want to watch to make sure that all of these are coated very well with this. And it actually makes it a little sticky. It makes it a little sticky, and that's how you know that it's coated pretty well. So I have this, and this is for the tacos. And then I'm actually going to sit this aside and let this marinate a little bit, because I need to do some more chicken. Slice up some more chicken. So okay, that's all coated pretty well. And then I'm going to put this in a bowl so it can be chilling out over here. And I'm not gonna clean this cookie sheet that I'm using, because I'm gonna use chicken again. I'm gonna put more chicken on it, but I am gonna wipe it down to get some of the seasonings off of it. Because I'm getting ready to do some chicken parmesan, and I don't want the chili powder taste in that. So, good there. So then I need, let me see, 4 more. And so then that's still a 570 something grams. 500, you're right, 570. So I'm gonna get some more chicken. Let's see. Oh, need a little bit more than that. So let's see what we got here. Is it 560? Yeah. 560.
I just remembered.
Oh,
I have a headset upstairs.
he's back. He's back. He's back. Hi, Clarence.
Hi, darling.
What are you doing now?
Just admiring everything about you.
Oh, Lord.
He's got the whole world
Oh, now he's singing.
in his hands.
Y'all have no idea. You have
He's
no
got
idea.
the whole
No idea. All right, so
in his
I am going, now these are going to be more chicken bites. So that's what this is. This is going to be some chicken bites. So I am going to cut these in smaller pieces than I did the other stuff. Because this is, and my thing with any kind of food, I even made a post about it the other day how my meals start out looking so pretty, but by the time I finish chopping everything up, it looks like a mess. So by the time I finish preparing my food to eat, most people are done eating. So my husband, he still don't wait on me. He know he can wait until I get my food ready to eat before he starts eating.
I eat my food like adults.
I eat my food like adults.
No, I cut it while I'm eating it.
No, it takes too much time. Just cut it all at once and then you can just eat without stopping, and it's just easier.
Mm-hmm.
But he don't care about me eating by myself. I just be sitting there just a eating. And he done went on and did something else. Cause he's over it. He's over it. Hey Ashley. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you much. Today we got a few things going on. We get ready to get this chicken parmesan. This is gonna be 2 different types of chicken. One's gonna be a honey, more of a honey one, and the other one is going to be more of a creamy one. So this, I like doing stuff like this because it shows you how you can eat the same thing. Because this basically gonna have 3 different chicken dishes, but they all gonna be completely different. So when you're trying to save money, this is a really cool way to do it because you can buy a pack of chicken breasts and have something different each night of the week with the same chicken breast. So that's what's cool about this type of stuff. So I can't remember if I touched. I always forget what I touched, so I have to wash my hands again. So let me clean hands, and then I need a bowl. I can use this one. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here. And actually before I do that, I wanna put some seasoning on, because some of this will all be seasoned the same, but it's gonna be cooked differently. So that's some garlic, some Italian seasoning, and some pepper. Did y'all know that some stores are out of salt? Out of salt. What in the world? Some salt. Okay, so I got this base, yes. So I'm going to mix this up. Almost lost one. And then I'm going to divide this in half because 2 different dishes. So I use 570, I think. So I think I need like 340. 270. 270 is what I need. There we go. So this is divided in half. So this one, I am, turn my stove on. So this one is going to be the creamier one. So this is going to have some garlic in it. It's going to have a seasoning pack that I like to use, which is this. This is garlic parmesan. It says for wings, but I use it for everything. And then this is the sauce, which is another garlic parmesan. So that's the sauce it's going to be used. So I need to get my oil. And get some oil going. Actually, do I want to use this one? Yeah, I'll go ahead and use this one. So I put a little oil in there. I'm still using my clean hand. This is my dirty hand. While that's waiting to heat up, let me get my almond flour. But I'm gonna coat these other ones in some almond flour and then kind of pan fry them. There we go. And then I'm just gonna coat those with the almond flour. And it's just a little bit of coating on it, but it gives it a little bit of a crispiness. So I'm gonna let that sit over here and chill. Hey, honey boo boo. Hey, my honey boo boo done came on in the room. Hey, honey boo boo. Good morning. I'm gonna do a dance for you. You don't want me to dance? Oh, okay. He don't want me to dance. I don't know what's wrong with him. Okay.
It's 2:53.
What'd you say?
It's 2:53.
It's what?
2:53 in the afternoon.
It's 7:53 in the afternoon. You're the one that's been gone, sleeping. I've been awake, serving the Lord. You ain't even been to church. We gotta get your soul saved. We're in dangerous times. We got roars and wars and rumors of wars. We got earthquakes and tornadoes. We got plagues and locusts. We got all this stuff and you in here sleeping. You can't sleep on Jesus. I'm gonna get you, that's okay. We're gonna get you saved again. May have to do a baptism tonight. Oh! See, look, the Lord convicted you. See how that happened? You got right here some crazy and then you lay crazy. See, the Lord protect me. He protect me. You got ready to say something crazy and the Lord said, shut up. Why are you in my area? Don't touch anything down here. It's all nasty. What you need, a plate? I'm just trying to see. You what?
One bowl. There's 3 of them. I don't see a bowl.
Okay, well use the small bowl.
Oh, it's not there yet.
What you trying to eat?
Good.
Grits go in the small bowl. How many grits have you been making? Too much. Alright, so I'm sauteing this chicken. Let me put this down here a little bit so you can see what's going on over here on the stove. Listen, don't be trying to do all your work so you ain't gonna have nothing to do for my homeschool. Lockdown Academy will still happen. Don't be trying to do all your little work before I get to it. Lockdown Academy is going to happen. We're going to be great. It's called Lockdown Academy with me. You can call it whatever you want to call it. We are going to be students together. I'm going to do my work. You're going to do your work. You're going to teach me.
Exactly. I'm going to do my work.
Yeah, and I'm going to be helping you. I'm going to be in there. I'm going to be in there. Your English teacher gave me her cell phone number. so we can talk through all the little assignments. I am ready, dude. I'm about to be a professional teacher.
Yeah,
They gonna hire me after this. They're gonna hire me, and you're gonna be like, man, I wish she was working when I was in school.
no, I was not.
Cause man, like that would have been a fun class.
It would have been.
It would have been an amazing class.
It would have been.
It would. Where are the scissors? Why are the scissors always missing?
I don't know. No, I ain't use the scissors.
You know, no, you know,
I
you know.
ain't use the scissors anymore.
No, where
not
is
one
it?
pair.
The other one's up there that broke.
Well, I guess that answers your question.
No, I need the black pair.
I
I bet you they're somewhere near you.
No,
I bet you they are.
I was using black canvas scissors.
No, you got the scissors.
I'm not really.
You got the scissors.
I ain't got no scissors.
I bet you come back with some scissors.
Last time I had them, they were in that room.
Listen, I like to cut my stuff up with scissors, and now you're making me use a knife.
You? Right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't need any scissors.
No, you and Clarence don't need scissors. Y'all the ones forever cut yourselves.
I'll do the trick.
Yeah.
Twice.
Alright, so almost done with this. This has all the seasoning and stuff on it. And then I am going to put the extra seasoning and then the creamy stuff. So just a little bit extra, not a lot. That's all that needs, is just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. Put that up there. And then throw some garlic in. Now this is called Parmesan garlic. Not a lot. This time. Get that going. And then I'm going to put the extra sauce on, and this dish will be complete. So let me find a small. Bless you. Bless you. Okay, that's just too much. That was just being too extra. All right, then we're gonna add the sauce. It's just not even, you don't even need a lot. Just need a little bit of sauce. Now, what I like to do with this is to add broccoli to it. Jaheim, of course, likes pasta added to it. Because he just likes pasta. Alright, so that is done. Get this added here. Oh Lord, he done woke up crazy, y'all. He done woke up crazy. Because he probably didn't go to sleep till like 4 in the morning.
That is true.
I don't know what he gonna do if school starts back. Woo!
The same thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna start getting messages from the teacher. John, he fell asleep today in class.
Have you got that this year?
John, he fell
Huh?
asleep.
Have you got that this year?
Have I got what?
Got went to sleep in class?
Who, from your teachers?
Yeah.
Yes.
When? I'm always attentive in my class.
Oh, lies. Lies, lies. Johnny, where's the little yellow scrubby thing?
On the back of the counter?
Alexa, stop. Where? Oh, up here. We don't go up there.
I ain't put it on.
Oh, it's always not you. It's
I
always not you,
always
y'all.
put it on the back of the
I
counter.
always put, he ain't always put nothing. Always. I love you to say, I always, whatever. Alright, so I'm cleaning this because I'm going to start with the chicken fajitas and put those in here. Let me get all of the sauce out because I don't want the sauce to burn in this pan. All the soaking everything. All right, so we're going back in for the chicken fajitas. Those are the Parmesan garlic Parmesan. Ugh. I cannot. Really?
This is pepper.
I have no comments, guys. I have no comments. None. But you got my camera. Get out my camera. Get out my camera. Get out my camera. Get out my camera. All right. So, a little bit more oil. Let that heat up. And then we're going to do, oh no, we got to do the other, chicken, the one with the little crust on it. Forgot about that. And then we'll do the fajitas. And then we will do, let me see, because the meatballs are done. I'm going to make the sauce for the meatballs. That's important. The sauce for the meatballs. And then,
Oh, you got all the cheese.
oh, we get to make the stuffing for the peppers. You making cheesy grits?
I thought about it. I only put butter in one. And pepper.
Yes, we've heard about pepper. You just explained pepper. You did very well explaining that what pepper you were using.
It's the good kind. I'm off to watch demons.
Okay, I told you, demons make you dumb. Demons make you dumb.
I don't think so.
Well, we're going to see this week.
Yeah. On my word. What is that? Yeah.
What? What is what? You never seen bell peppers before? Oh, my poor special child.
Special? I don't think so.
You're special to me.
Am I?
You are. Until you start talking about dumb demons. Alright, so the peppers are now flexible and ready to be stuffed. Oh, forgot to take a tag off one of them. Thankfully that's long. Alright, so put those in there. Alright, so let's get the camera back this direction so you can see. Why did you boil? Oh, I boiled the peppers first because I made the stuffed peppers, and it's and they're better, they're softer if you cook them first. If you boil them a little bit first, they're softer and they won't be crunchy. I don't like mine crunchy, so that's why I boiled them first. Now for this one, you could have put this in the air fryer if you wanted to. I've done both. We'll put it in the air fryer or pan fry. It doesn't matter. You can do either one. So I'm gonna let that sit there for just a moment. He's so dramatic for no reason. I don't understand him. Okay, so I'm gonna wash some of this stuff to get it out of my way. So I'm gonna let that be cooking. I could be doing the stuffed peppers mixture right now, but I am not. I'm gonna do stuff one at a time today. So I want to clean some of these bowls though. While that chicken is cooking. And so then with the peppers, once they are done, they go in the oven with the cheese and stuff so they can all be one. So I'm just cleaning up stuff right now. I'm trying to practice cleaning as I go because the kitchen is a hot mess in the end if I do not. So I'm trying to clean some stuff. Use my good old disinfectant. Make sure that's being used properly. time for me to turn the chicken over. So let me go over there. Let's see. Never tried it that way. Yeah, it works for me. I just don't like that the crunchy part of the pepper. I like mine to be all soft. Now with this one, you will get the breading at the bottom. I like to get that off and like mix it in because that's all flavor. So I'm gonna mix that in first, okay. Leave that there for just a moment. And then to this mixture is going to be some honey, and some little bit of squeeze of lemon juice goes in there as well. So I'm trying to hurry up and wash these dishes over here so I can get back to what I was doing. Almost done over here. Listen, my multitasking does not always go well. So I still, every time I turn, it's really easier to use a good non-stick skillet with this. I just didn't feel like going that route today. But as long as you get all of it off the bottom and add it back in to your, as you stirring, you'll still do well with this. And the reason being, because when you put the honey in, the honey needs something to grab a hold to. So that's, let me check one here. Yep. So the chicken is done. I like to use the big pieces and cut them in half to check. Okay, so chicken is done. So let me get my lemon juice. Have a little squeeze. Here we go. So I'm going to do lemon juice and honey with a little bit more garlic. So squeeze of lemon juice. Oh, that's all that was in there. And some honey. That's about a tablespoon. And then a little bit of garlic. And then you just let that all simmer in there together. And it is amazing. It is really, really good. So this one now is done as well. So I'll move this over to the side. And get my other bowl to put this in. You can do this with or without the almond flour. I like the almond flour with it because it coats really well on with the other stuff. So that's what that looks like when it's done. So that's the second one. Now I am going to clean this because I want to use this for my fajitas. So I'm going to clean this up some. And it's always best to clean everything. Hold on. It's always best to clean everything when it's hot. And so as soon as you're done with the pan, it's best to clean the pan or put it in some water at least to start soaking because it's just easier to clean that way. So let me scrub the rest of this out. And then we will move on to the fajitas. And then we will Get some sauce for the meatballs. That may be lies though. Got that sauce is like one of the easiest things. Okay, so got that clean. And then we're getting ready to, okay. Whew, I got soap everywhere. Oh no. Alright. Okay, where's my paper towels so I can dry? So let me clean this off, and then let me get the meatballs out the oven. I don't know what I did with my oven mitts, so I'll just take that out. Let that sit over here. I'm gonna leave the oven on though, because I need to put the fajitas in them. I mean the stuffed peppers in them in a little bit. Okay, so that stays on. Need more water. Okay, so I'm going to do a little oil in here. I've been marinating the chicken for my fajitas. Put those in there. And let me wash as I go. Now I'm old school when it comes to cleaning stuff, so I put bleach in my water. I know a lot of people don't believe in that, but you know, it's how I grew up. So when you wash dishes, you put a little bleach in that water. I can't be sure your stuff is sanitized if it ain't got no bleach in it. So I use it to clean the counters and everything. All right. So where did my spoon go? All right. So I'm gonna let these sit here and chill out for a little bit. And so remember with the fajitas, they're in strips and not chunks because they go better in the fajita wrap. Or the tacos like that. There we go. So let that sit there and chill while I get some more dishes washed. Got to get the stuff washed. Alright. So let me pour this water out because I'm done with this. Okay, so while that's going, I'm going to go ahead and fry another one so I can do these stuffed peppers. I'm going to get different skillets. So I'm going to go ahead and get that going rather. So stuffed peppers, have 3 of those. So that's 15 ounces. So let me see what 15 ounces is in grams. 425. So I need 425 grams of ground beef. Got to sanitize my scale. And then you wipe it off. Sanitize, then you wipe off. Sanitize, wipe off. That's how that process goes. So, turn this back one on. What I need, 425 grams. So, it helps if I turn the scale on. Alright, that's 150. Oh, need a little bit more. Alright. Okay, got what we need there. So So I'll put that over there, and then let me see how much ground beef I have left. So I can see how many more dishes I'm going to be using with this stuff. So I have, hold on, it never wants to cooperate. Let me go back to grams. Okay. 400, right at 500 grams that I have left. I think that's good for what I need it for. So wash your hands again. Got to keep the hands washed over and over and over again. This is the ashiest my hands are doing meal prep. Because when they pop, I don't even have time to get ashy, because by the time they get dry, I'm washing them again. Alright, so I'm turning the chicken over. And it's really good to get a brown coating on both sides. That paprika really helps it out when you do that. Really, really helps it out. So, and this is just like a really easy dish to make for like if you just came home from work or whatever, or right now we're not really working, but if you just, finally get out your computer from working and you want to make something fast, this is something that's fast that you can do. And you can actually put this in the air fryer, you can put it in an Instant Pot, you can put this all kind of places to get this done. So it's very versatile in how it's cooked. You have a lot of options for that. But you do want to look at each piece of meat and make sure that it's on its right side to get done. Okay, let that sit right there. Break up this ground beef. Now with this ground beef, what's going to go in here, I'm going to put a little bit of, I'm going to put a can of tomatoes, some cheddar cheese, and a little bit of pesto in here as well. Just a little bit, not a lot. But it will go really good. Pesto and tomatoes go really, really good. And with the beef flavor, it will be excellent in a stuffed tomato. And then, of course, it got some, I said cheese. So I'm going to let that chill. Let that cook. Watching this chicken over here. And you really want to make sure that every piece is getting cooked and is done. Because sometimes they like to hang on to each other and or double up and you can't see them really well. So you want to look at each individual piece of chicken. Now if you were to do this in the air fryer, you don't have to worry about that because it cooks it all around. When you do skillet, you do have to worry about that kind of stuff. And just making sure you're attentive to what you're doing and attentive to each piece. Make sure it's on its right side and stuff. So, I got this going. Alright, so I got all my pieces. I like to just check them as I'm going through. So I am a little methodical about it. Okay, there goes one right there. We're on the wrong side. So let me put that one down. Alright. So while this is cooking, all I'm going to do is add a little bit of salt and pepper to this because the pesto, the cheese, all that's going to give it flavor. So I'm just going to do a little salt and pepper, or Jaheen salt and pepper. What time is it? Oh, it was an online class I wanted to take at 3 o'clock and I missed it. Okay, so get this all going here. And then once this chicken is done, I'm gonna move that to a bowl, and then I'm gonna put the fajitas and the onion in there so it can cook in the same, we'll have some seasoning, have some of the same seasoning. So that's another thing you can do whenever you're cooking something. You can, not wash the pan and then use it for some seasoning just for other stuff. Alright, so I'm just going to, I like to cut the big ones just to make sure, even though I see it, I need that assurance that everything is good. Alright, so that's good. So let me get a bowl. I'll put it in my steamer one. So I'm just going to put this in here, and then I'm going to put the fajita peppers and onions, the peppers and onions in this same one to cook, because it has that seasoning in here already. There we go. So put this on the other side. And in goes fajitas. In goes peppers. Not my little Swiss tie that fell over there. And onions. Saute that. Alright, so that's going good there. Now, I am going to add in my can of tomatoes. Hold on. Here we are. Diced tomatoes. Okay, I do like to pour off some of the juice from in here because I don't need all that juice. All right. Just half of a can. It's good. I like to toss these around while I'm scraping the bottom to make sure that I get that seasoning. So let me get my pesto. I had a little bit of pesto left. Hold on. There. And let that cook up a little bit. And then I'm going to add the cheese in. And this is for the stuffed peppers. I'm going to put a little bit of salt on the peppers and the onions. Just a little bit. They're getting that nice brown caramelized color is what I'm looking for. So I'm going to add the cheese to this. Oh, got the wrong cheese out. I need cheddar cheese. A cheddar and a mozzarella. Okay. We're just going to mix that up. There we go. And then the mozzarella cheese goes on top. Yes, these peppers are coming along excellent. I want to get a little bit of caramelization on them. Okay. Take that off. Now when I take this off of the eye, I sit it up a little higher on one side because I want the extra oil to run to the other side. So that's why I have it sitting kind of, you can see it's kind of like elevated on one side. So I want the extra grease and stuff to go to the other side. All right, so this is done. So I need to get something to put the peppers in. Okay. Put all the peppers in here. This smells so good. I don't know, I gotta do this with 2 hands. Let me move this to the other side. Be back in a second. Whew. Move it to the other side. All right. So let me put the rest of these in here. And then I'm gonna put this in the water. And so I like to put this in the water while it's hot, so it's easier to clean. We just talked about that. So I'm just going to get a little bit of all that caramelization and seasoning off here, because I'm about to use this one again. The same pot again. So I want to get as much off as I can. So let that sit there for a second, and then let me get my peppers together. I need a cookie sheet. All right, I'm gonna put this back here for it. Well, no, I'll leave that right there. Elevate a little bit. And I have my foil out. Foil goes on top of the pan, all around, all around. All right. Then I have to get my peppers. What do I do with my peppers? They're in a bowl somewhere. I done lost my peppers. Oh, here they go. So I'm gonna lay the peppers down individually. And some of these are a little wetter than I want them to be. So I'm just going to dab the inside of them to get the excess water out. I don't need that in my life. I do not need that in my life. Get them all dry, both sides. Both sides. Get it all dry. Okay. So then I am going to take the mixture here, And I'm just gonna put it right inside of the peppers. You'll see it in just a second because I have to hold it with this hand. Just gonna put it right inside, and then we're gonna top it with some cheese. Topping it with some cheese. Let's see, got it all. Let me get the other side of the pepper there. Actually, I think I'm gonna use this skillet for my other meal because it's a beef dish, and this has been seasoned, and that just has beef in it. So I'm gonna put this up there. So this is what the peppers look like. I am going to use a spoon to get the beef that fell out of it, scoop that right back in there. So we'll put those back together. Now, a lot of people do the whole pepper and just have it stand up. I like doing it better like this. It's just easier for me. I like to eat them when they're in half. You can do them whole if you want to, and just put it, stuff it all in there. For me, I like this better because it's easier to eat. All right. So then I have my mozzarella cheese. So then open this bag, mozzarella cheese. Let's see. Ooh, this bag don't want to open. There we go. And so then I'm just going to take the mozzarella cheese and just put it on each one. So for me, 2 of these is a serving. So that's how this works in my life. 2 of these would be a serving. So this is 3 servings that I have here. 6 halves, 3 wholes. So that's how I do it. Okay. Then I still don't know what happened to my oven mitts. I have no idea. So let me put this in the oven. Let's go for 15 minutes. Alexa, set timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, starting now.
Okay, so that's done. So I'm going to move, actually I want to get some of the grease out first before I go to my next dish. Because I don't need all of that grease. So let me get some of the grease out first. Let me see. Hold on. So I need somewhere to put hot grease. Here we go. There we go. Hot grease. Okay, so for this, let me see what I want to do next. Okay, I'm going to basically make the same dish that I just made for the peppers. I'm going to make it almost the same thing, except I'm going to put some cauliflower rice in mine. So I'm going to make almost the exact same, but with some cauliflower rice. And clean my spoon, because I want to get some garlic in there as well. So I got the garlic, got that. And then I got to divide up my ground beef. I'm making 2 different dishes. So I need, let me see, I need 10 ounces of ground beef, which means I need 283 grams. 283 grams. 283. 283. it's gonna be enough, I don't know. Uh-oh. Okay, let me go 4. Let me do 8. Because I don't think that's gonna be enough to do what I'm trying to do right now. Okay. 226. Okay. This is 226. If that's 226, let me see what this is. A little bit over. So that's 260. That's 256. That's 240. I'm just playing around right now. 240. 250. This will work. Alright. 2 different meals. 2 different things. Okay. Let me wash my hands. I lost my... Where's my cleaning stuff? Oh, it fell. Alright. So, let me get back to my dish over here. Alright, let me get this stirring up here. Let it sit too long, it caramelizes on the bottom. I don't need that in my life. Alright. I like to put the cauliflower in, I like to put the cauliflower in first before I put the meat, because the onion and stuff gives it a really good flavor. Alright, so let me get some of this caramelization off the bottom here. Okay, so then I'm going to put my ground beef in. And while that's cooking, I'm going to work on my sauce for the meatballs. But first I got to get this all done here. Let's see. Got that where I want it. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna let that cook. So that cooks there. Clean up my area. I might put some tomatoes in there. I don't know yet. Okay. Clean up, clean up, clean up. And then I'm gonna do another chicken, which I don't know yet exactly what I'm going to do with chicken. So, let me see how much chicken this is. About, what's that, 15, 20 ounces. I can do a lot with that. And put up the stuff that I'm not using anymore. Okay. This is like one of my favorite meals type things, because it's just some ground beef. I'm gonna put some ground beef in. Well, it has ground beef. Ground beef, a little pasta sauce, a little pesto, and it has a cauliflower in there as a vegetable. So this is like one of my faves to do, because it's just easy. So while that's doing that, let me see if I put up my pesto. Okay, the pesto's not in the refrigerator, so it should be. I lost my pesto. I have no idea what I did with pesto. Let's see. I have another pesto. Oh, this is the other one. Okay. I done got myself all confused. This is the one I needed. Let me wash my spoon off. It doesn't have a lot of pesto in here at all. I usually like more, but I don't even think it's a full tablespoon. No, it's not. But a little bit goes a long way, so I'm not worried about it. Okay. So then I'm going to put some Italian seasoning in here. Italian seasoning. And then let me figure out some pasta sauce and see what I got. See if I have any that's open. Alright, I do. Then we're just gonna pour some pasta sauce in it. And that is a complete meal. So I'm done with this. Oh, forgot about my cheese. Who am I to forget about cheese? That's like sacrilegious in this year's place. Now here's the funny thing about this cheese. It was in it was shredded cheese at one point in time, but it melted. It melted. I ain't gonna tell you the story how it melted, but anyway, it melted, so now it's all one big thing. So I have to kind of shred it myself to use it. But you know, no cheese is thrown away in these parts, not at all. Won't believe in throwing cheese away. So let me get this in here. Taste some. Here we go. My favorite cheese is smoked Gouda. My absolute favorite. Next will probably be mozzarella. Alright, so get that cheesy goodness in here. That's all I needed. I don't need any more. Don't need any more. So I'm going to take this, put this in a bowl. Oh, I love that cheesiness to it. Love the cheesy. Love, love, love the cheesy. Let's see here. Now this is 4 ounces of ground beef. It's 4 ounces. And so then I'm going to use the same skillet again, because I need to get that sauce going for the meatballs. So let me add the sauce in here. A little bit more. A little water. Shake it up. Get the rest of the sauce. And then I get the meatballs. The meatballs in there. And then I am going to let that just chill out just a little bit, cooking there. Kind of melt that the sauce with the meatballs together. Goes really, really well. And that's just to heat the sauce up. That's all that's doing. And then I'm going to do my last main dish. Let me make sure. So we got the taco stuff done. We got the meatballs going. Garlic chicken bites. Got a parm bites. The stuffed peppers are in the oven. Then the cheesy beef stuff I just made. And then we're going to make one more. Oh, 2 more. And then the chicken. I'm not going to do vegetables on air today because they're just so easy. Nobody needs to know how to cook vegetables. Y'all are professionals with that kind of stuff. So when that gets to boiling, I'm good. I'm going to put the cheesy meatballs in here. turn this off, so don't need that anymore. There go the meatballs. They are going to chill out in here. Then my next one is like a crack slaw, is what they call it, or unstuffed cabbage roll. That's what this next one is going to be. So I have to clean mine. So that's an Asian, this is Asian flavors I'm about to make, and it don't do good with the Italian flavors. So we got to clean that a little bit. And then okay. Let's get some, wipe this down. Wipe it down, wipe it down. Okay. So we're going to go with some more onion, cauliflower. Where'd my cauliflower go? Some cauliflower and some garlic. And then I need my soy sauce and sesame oil. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, I cannot find my sesame oil. Oh no. Rice wine vinegar, other oil. Oh. What in the shenanigans is this? I cannot find my sesame oil. Where did it go? Oh. Okay, now I'm ready for finish this one. So let me find my cleaning stuff here. Alexa, stop timer. Okay. Why are you back, kid? Turn that off. Oh yeah, they look great in there. Huh? Do what? What? What's wrong with rice?
Remember to choose.
Huh?
Remember to choose.
Your rice is gonna be used today? Why are you hating on the rice?
I always got it.
Alright.
You gotta dump it out. Oh,
Okay. So with this one, and you know what, I don't even look at the recipe anymore for this. I need to look it up and see what if I'm missing something. This recipe, if you want to look at it online, it's called, if you type in crack slaw, that's what this recipe calls for. Now, what I'm doing right here, this is not in the recipe. I just got my own stuff going on. Salt, pepper, coleslaw mix, amino, ginger. I knew it was going to be missing something. I need to get the ginger. I always forget about the ginger. That's why I have to pull this up. So I'm like, what am I missing? Okay. So, get my ground beef in there. And then this calls for lettuce. I'm sorry, for cabbage. I just buy like the coleslaw cabbage mix, or this one is called Power Blend. Power Blend is what I'm using today. I'll show that to you in a little bit. But this is like a egg roll that's not rolled, basically. And I like to add the cauliflower in for a vegetable. That really helps me with doing stuff and make sure I get my vegetables in. So I'm gonna get that all chopped up. And then I have to find my ginger. I think it's on the other one. I don't think it's on this round one I'm looking at right here. I think it's on this one. Let's see. Salt, powder, celery, chili, dill. I thought it was turmeric. Okay, it's not over there. Let's see if it's over here. Basil, coriander, cumin, ginger. Oh, I only got a little bit left. Okay, so I'm gonna get this going here. And then, while that's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and cut up my chicken while that stuff is cooking. I'm going to need that. I don't know about that yet. That's garbage. I'm going to rinse off my little cooking sheet that I was using for a cutting board. Oops, sorry. Alright, so I'm going to get this last of this chicken. Cut up. And clean knife from over here. Cut the last of this up. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I haven't decided what to do with this. So what I'm probably going to do is just to cook it and then decide like what sauce I want to toss it in. Because I don't know right now what I want to do with this. But it has to be cooked. And then also let's hand down how many more meals I need for this week. Because if I don't need any meals, it's going to be dinner tonight. If I do need them, this is going to be part of my meals. Okay, so that's that. Wash my hands. Get back to this beef stuff. So, alright. Alright. So once that's thoroughly cooked, okay, so that's thoroughly cooked there. Then I throw in my power blend. So here's the power blend. It has Brussels sprouts, cabbage, broccoli, carrots, and kale.
Sounds wonderful.
Oh, Clarence is back, y'all. Clarence is back.
Are you cooking something for dinner?
No.
You're not cooking your dinner?
No, you got to supply my dinner. Oh Lord. Wait a minute, how you gonna say you can't supply my dinner, but you get ready to order you dinner?
You don't like to eat food out?
Huh?
You don't like to eat out, remember?
When? What you talking about? I'm confused.
You want to have dinner Friday out?
Because I already had a meal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a meal for today.
You had an issue with me getting me a meal.
I did not have an issue. You said that if there was a meal in the house.
I need you to figure it out.
See, this is why. This is the reason why. This is it.
We got taste for it. I don't know if I got taste for it.
Me either.
What's the problem? Hey, what season's on that chicken right there?
On what chicken?
It looks really good.
One of them. What's my fire?
What?
You can't come here destroying stuff.
Well, you know what?
Don't you say nothing. Don't say nothing about my setup. Don't say nothing about my setup. Okay, that was sesame sauce. This is ginger. This is soy. And then I have some, I did have some.
So what?
Aminos. I got a little bit more liquid
Can't
aminos.
worry about them going anywhere.
Shut up. Shut up. So
They're
that's
good,
done.
I'm gonna put them in. I thought amino acids what bodybuilders use.
I'm a bodybuilder. I'm building my body.
When they taking steroids, they take steroids and amino
I'm not
acids.
taking no steroids.
Yeah,
Whatever.
mm.
Okay. Ground beef, sea salt, pepper, ginger, garlic.
No, he been here.
Yeah, he in there acting food.
Okay. Make sure he was,
Make sure he's still alive.
still living.
Okay, so I'm checking out my recipe to see if I had anything else that I missed on this. Onion,
This bag.
pepper, salt. Okay, I'm good. And then with those flavors, I like to add 2 packages of stevia in here. A lot of recipes call for sugar. I don't do sugar. So this is done. So that's how easy this was. So that one is done. This is what it looks like. It's called the unstuffed cabbage roll, or it's called crack slaw. It's one of those two. So let me get a bowl to put this in. Let me wash out a bowl to put this in. Okay, so let's go on the other side so I have more room. And then my last thing that I am making is this chicken that I got to figure out what to do with it. Okay, so I'm going to rinse this out a little bit because that sesame oil is a strong flavor. So I am going to rinse this one out just a tiny bit to get the sesame oil taste out of it, flavor out. And then we're going to do something with the chicken. Let's see. All right, so let me think. We have this chicken. Ooh, a balsamic glaze would probably be really good with that. It's coming to me, it's coming to me, it's coming to me. So I'm gonna put some garlic in there, some salt and pepper, and then let me see what I got over here. Oh, I got a white wine. I don't think I have balsamic. Let's see. Teriyaki. Nope. It's going to be white wine today, y'all, because I don't have any teriyaki to go in there. So, I'll finish that up. Toss this. Now this is literally leftover chicken that I had. I'm just trying to play around and figure out what I can do with it. So that's what's happening here. There is no rhyme or reason that's happening with this chicken. I just got some leftover stuff. I'm trying to see what else I got left over I can put with it. Let's see. Ooh, I can do some broccoli. I think I'm gonna get some chicken and broccoli. I'm going to do chicken broccoli Alfredo. That's what I'm gonna do, chicken broccoli Alfredo. That is what this is going to be. I'm gonna steam the broccoli a little bit before I put that in here. But this is gonna be some chicken broccoli Alfredo. That's what we're going for. There we go. So let me get this chicken cooking. Again, you wanna make sure you get it on all sides when you're cooking chicken. So every side cooks. And chicken cooks really fast. That's why it's so easy to do for like quick meals, especially chicken breast or boneless chicken thighs. Anything boneless is gonna cook faster than anything with a bone. So, get this going. Let's see, there we go. And then for the quote-unquote Alfredo sauce, I'm going to do some cream cheese or ricotta cheese in here with some broccoli. Let's see. I got a little bit of Alfredo sauce left. So I'm going to skip the cream cheese and just do some ricotta. So I got a little bit of Alfredo left. Oh, it smells good. I like Alfredo. It's like, and then it's not even high in carbs either. So, gonna use that. Now since I'm doing this, I like my pieces smaller. I talked about that before on my table. I kicked the table. Oh, these are the ones that don't have little things in them. I don't know where my scissors are. Wherever would the scissors be? Wherever. When you have a kid that washes dishes, you never know where stuff is gonna be. I have no idea. No idea at all. None. No idea. Okay, so this is just a dish I just made up. So I'll do that later. So once all this chicken is done, as it almost is now, then I'm going to put in the ricotta cheese, what's left of this Alfredo, and some broccoli. And then that will be all of my meals for today that I'm making. Okay, I'll let that sit there for a minute. And then get some broccoli. Pour that in there. It looks so vibrant and pretty. So vibrant and pretty. Ooh, I like to add another color. Roasted red peppers. Roasted red peppers. I think that would go so well with this. Some roasted red peppers. I'm totally winging this. Okay, so let me add a little bit of water to the Alfredo sauce so I can get all of it out this bottle. In a minute, get some good hot water. Alright, so I put a little hot water in it, and then I'm gonna shake it up. Pour that in. Get that going. And then ricotta cheese. Let me clean off the Alfredo. Put some ricotta in. And then Italian seasoning that I seem to have lost. Oh no, here it is. Some Italian seasoning, because we're now going for Italian flavors. We're in the Mediterranean world. Now, a little bit more garlic. Okay, and then let's just put all of this together. This made up meal, made up dish that we just did. I had no plans for this, but you know, when you got some leftover stuff, this is how you put it all together, make it work. So got this going, and now I'm just gonna let this kind of simmer and let those flavors come together. So I am done for today, guys. Oh, let me show you the stuffed peppers, because you haven't seen those. Give me a moment, get all that going. And then after I finish all this, I can go for a walk. Show you the stuffed peppers. So that is the stuffed peppers. That's how that looks. So delish. So that is all I have for today. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to inbox me or comment on here, and I will comment back to you. But the whole goal, especially while we're at home and we're conserving stuff, is use what you have in your kitchen, in your freezer stuff first before you go out and buy some other stuff. And then check to see what you have. Like before you make your grocery list, check your cabinets to make sure that you actually need that, or if it's just not pushed back in the back of the cabinet somewhere. So that's the thing that I have been guilty of. Is I don't think we need something, but it's just really in the back of the cabinet. So it's stuff like that you want to check to make sure that you need it before you buy it. All right, so that is all I have for today. I wish everybody blessings and peace and health. Hope everybody's staying in the house and are not out trying to fellowship. This is not a time for fellowshipping with people. This is a time for using technology for fellowship. But we don't need to be in close proximity, because even though we may be well and we have a really good immune system, we don't want to infect people who will infect people who will infect people. So I'm doing my best to be healthy myself, by staying inside as much as possible. The only places I have been are to the grocery store and stuff. So just be careful out there. Be prayerful with everything that's going on, and set a time for prayer. And if you don't believe in prayer, you know, I guess y'all do good vibes or whatever, that kind of stuff. You know, do what you do. Do what you do. So I am finished up here. We have made today some stuffed peppers, some garlic chicken parmesan, some regular garlic chicken without the parmesans, meatballs, some chicken tacos. This dish right here that I just made up, and I don't even know what to call it, but it's some kind of chicken broccoli Alfredo with some roasted peppers and garlic. We made some crack slaw, and we made some cheesy beef stuff. I don't have a name for that either. So I'm gonna turn this off and just let those flavors just come together there. and chill out. But yeah, that's all I got. It's been a delight hanging out with everybody today. I will catch you guys next time. God bless. Have a great day.